Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Sophie Berman of the women's soccer team. Sophie coming off a 2-0 week, wins over SVU and Barry. How'd you like how your team played this last week?
I think we played really well. I think that coming off of a really strong opening weekend and then kind of having to bounce back from a tie against F&M, I think we really came together and proved that we can win all of these away games, but we also know how to win at home, which is really important.
You scored a goal in each game, so you had a hand in the offense in the 2-0 win against SVU, 3-1 win against Barry. Just what did you like out of your own game this past week?
I think I was definitely taking more shots, which I think I needed to start doing, sometimes too many, but I think that our formation was really starting to click. I mean, the chemistry is really forming, which is really nice to see so early in the season.
From last year to this year, from year one to year two, what has been the biggest change in your game, or maybe something that you've noticed that you needed to improve upon from last year to this year?
Last year I played outside forward, and this year I am playing center forward. So the biggest thing for me, I've never been a player to really play in the center of the field, so kind of receiving the ball with my back to goal has been a challenge, but I like working with someone up there, and I think it's a really good formation.
This week, you got the ODAC opener against Bridgewater on Saturday. Your team's off to a 4-0-1 start. How do you keep that rolling this weekend?
We just keep the intensity really high in practice. I mean, we don't have a game until Saturday, so we can keep it a really competitive atmosphere, really work hard, and know that these teams have a target on our back and they really want to beat us, but we want to beat them more. So.
She's Sophie Berman of the women's soccer team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Sophie, thanks for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Nathan Unger of the football team. Nathan, a dominating 54-14 win over Methodist on Saturday. Just your thoughts on the game against the Monarchs.
No, absolutely. Coming out of Salisbury, week one was a closer game than the score had looked, and I thought we had something to build on. And this week we definitely followed that up. We knew we wanted to come in and have a win that kind of sent a message, and we did exactly that this past Saturday.
Individually, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a sack and a half. How would you, talk about your success in the game and kind of what was the recipe of, continuing to get through and get to the quarterback?
Absolutely, particularly with the D-line. It's definitely a team kind of position. The individual stats are really a result of the 4-3 guys up there. I want to give credit to my guys, Peyton Pack, Will Knight, Johnny McGrath, and the rest of the guys. There's definitely a team stat there. And, when they get in the backfield, it provides statistics for other guys.
On the offensive side of the ball, you guys rushed for over 400 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. Just a typical day of Generals football, of being able to pound the rock and play some defense. And what'd you like to see out of your offense on Saturday?
Defensively, we love that. Whenever they can, go on for those 7-minute drives and hold the ball and put points on the board, it makes our job very easy. So, we hum as a program when they're able to do that.
As a leader on the defense this year and being really the only returning starter of the defensive line, kind of anchoring that group, but also kind of being one of the captains on the defensive side. What's been the biggest difference from last year to this year in trying to keep guys organized and kind of really elevate yourself as an upperclassman leader and one of the people that makes this team go?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of question marks coming in with our defensive line this year. Graduating 3 all-conference level guys, 2 team captains on the defensive line. We weren't really sure what our group was going to look like. We've got a lot of personalities, and I think we're really starting to come into our own, embrace our new roles. I've had the privilege of having guys, of all class years that have really been willing to step up to the plate and, do it, in the locker room and on the field. So it's been a lot of fun so far. Looking forward to see what the future holds.
Saturday's game, got the Apprentice School final non-conference game of the year. How do you walk away with another win?
That's the plan. It's a bit of a homecoming game for me, so looking to go down to the 7-5-7 and get a win for the Generals.
He's Nathan Unger, one of the senior captains of the Generals football team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Nathan, thanks for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you all.